Welcome to the monthly June regular meeting of the City of McCracken. Let's call this meeting to order with a roll call.
Chris Betts, Commissioner.
Austin Gacky, Commissioner.
Brian Walker, Mayor.
Nicole Fehrenbaugh, City Clerk.
Shane Fernbach, water, wastewater.
All right. I guess we don't have any public comment tonight, so we'll move on to the consent agenda, which is what Austin and I were kind of working on. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from last week?
Yes.
Anything we need to look okay to you, Chris?
That's good.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as stated.
Have a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we're currently paying the bills.
Guess I can make a motion to approve the consent agenda, so we can include both those.
Have a second?
Second, yes.
All right. We have a motion and a second to approve the bills as Nicole has presented them to us. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The consent agenda is passed.
This is Callie. I don't know if everybody knows Callie. This is her application.
Nope, nobody knows.
We know you.
There you go. Actually, you know what? I put you on as reference, so say something about.
I like proposed to her that maybe she could do like the payroll. It's not in the old treasurer's job description, but she said she'd be open to it because I think it would just be better for checks and balances if somebody else did the payroll besides me. And like helped with, she said she'd help with the budget and everything, do a little bit more than what we had, just signing checks and taking deposits, a little, tiny bit more just to have some, and she said she learned the software too, so.
Well, we've talked for some time that we needed a little bit of backup for you. A little more maybe checks and balances for the city. So yeah.
I mean, I told her we'd share an office and, I told her all that, and I think I told you pretty much everything that, like, the deposits, if there's no cash in it, they don't even need to be taken, they could be mailed, but if there's cash, they have to be taken to the bank. But that's the only time that you'd really have to, I just don't like cash, cash in the mail, but.
Have we, so we've got the job description,
We do, but doesn't have all that extra stuff in there. I thought maybe we could make another one.
so we need to put another resolution
Mhm.
together.
And yeah, and just to add some stuff, just the payroll, and I think the budget prep is in there already, actually, but the payroll is mainly what I would like for, to be extra.
Okay.
What's in there from the one that we got from Ellis that we were,
I have no idea, I don't remember.
Joe looked at and viewed, a motion to approve? Because that one that we had from Ellis, I don't know if it had payroll in it or not.
It might have,
Change everything.
but it didn't really suit us though, because they're a second-class city. They're bigger, so they had more,
Well, there's a few things we took out, I know that for sure. But it was only like a 15-minute deal.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Are you full-time, living here full-time now?
Okay, she has for a year, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you still had a place in Colorado, and you. Okay,
Nope, not going back to Colorado.
okay. I didn't know.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here for a little while.
Cool. So we need to get a new.
Yeah, I'll just need to update that.
resolution. So why don't we do that, and then we can vote on that resolution, and along with that, we can vote on.
I'll have that done I'll do it tonight, so it can be done as fast, because the budget's creeping up
Okay, so
fast.
we get that done, maybe we just call a real quick special meeting to approve that, and then decide.
Just to discuss it and then to vote on it in public then?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So go into executive session?
No, it doesn't need to be executive, it has to be out in public, it can't be an executive session.
Not for the, just discussion?
It has to be a public discussion. Mhm.
In mind. So we would have to then.
I'll make the resolution
We could-
tonight.
But we could vote to either choose to either hire her or not, and then pending the resolution, when she
Right.
accepts the pay, offering the job with the pay set. Because pay's already set, right?
Well, I
The
mean,
position's already set.
it would be changed though, because of the new, it wouldn't be, actually have to be a new resolution, it wouldn't be able to be a.
What I'm saying, she could be
not
hired
resolution,
under the same
ordinance.
resolution right now.
It'd have to
is
be a
what I'm
new
saying.
ordinance, so it'd have to all be in there.
So I think we have to do the,
But we still are out of compliance without treasurer, right?
I mean, no. That's not really a compliance issue anymore. Most towns are doing away with the treasurer's position, but I don't
Well, it might be in
do that.
compliance since we looped it in with your stuff at that point, but that's what we put us back into compliance. But I'm asking, like, is it something that we can hire her under this? If we were choosing to hire her, could we hire her under this treasurer position so she could get started and help you and
Oh,
then-
I'll have this
and then
done
change
tonight.
the job description at that point in time so that it doesn't,
I think that you'd have to wait till the job,
with,
So
with the
what-
pay, with the resolution.
why don't we just let her update the resolution
the ordinance, yeah, I'll have to.
The ordinance.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay.
and get that approved and make it a clean?
Yeah, I'll do it tonight. It should take me 5 minutes to get it, to change it. So I'll just have to add that little part, so. And then we could, meet again tomorrow even, no, I can't do it tomorrow, but, maybe Wednesday, real quick in the morning, like 5 minutes, or whenever you guys would be available.
To review the resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All in favor, say aye.
I'll make a motion that we let Nicole go ahead and update what needs to be updated for the treasurer's position and get the resolution ready so that we can then talk about hiring Kelly Weber at this time. The treasurer's position.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
Yes, second?
All right, we have a motion and a second to update the resolution.
Ordinance.
Ordinance, and discuss hiring Callie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Commissioner reports. Austin.
Okay, I got a few items here, just questions, things. So, an update on Dave's Place. I've got, guy coming on Saturday to remove some more stuff. He's been busy, so he hasn't been able to get here with the rain and all that fun stuff. He did move some of the stuff in the rain that day, but got most of the stuff he wanted so far, but there's still a lot of stuff in the front. Still got some soap we're gonna donate to food bank and wherever else can use it, the library, whatever. Their containers have got soap for the pump on them, so there's like 1,000 of them.
Is he taking that van truck, do you know?
The van truck.
The one that's sitting.
The box
on
truck?
east side, yeah.
No, not taking the box truck. Not taking the box truck, he's not taking the car. All he's taking is the vehicle in the back, the mini home or whatever it is,
Camper.
Winnebago thing, yeah. And then I got a call from Toby, who told me they were gonna do cleanup on the 17th and the 18th. And I told him the only concern I had obviously was that I'm laid up a little bit, so I can't really have manpower, so I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to get as much as we can gone before that, on another note. But I talked to him tonight, and he told me that he called me, I think, what did he say, the 3rd? So he said that he had talked with Brian prior to that, and that the 17th and the 18th were discussed as times he could go ahead and get it done. And I asked if there was any wiggle room in his schedule, and he said, well, at that time there was, but there's not now, so we're trying to figure out what we can do. So I told him that that sounds good, but I think he reminded me, of course, that he wanted me to talk with you and see if you've got the roll-offs ready for the 17th and the 18th, because we have to get those ready, and then make sure we have all the manpower that day, is what he told me. Because I said, well, I'm concerned because Valerie has her wedding on Saturday, so I don't know what for her daughter, and I don't know where they're at with help or where Shane's at or any of that. So I was like, feel like I just want to make sure that he gave me notice, and I was like, well, I'll bring it to the meeting and see if there's anything that we need to do for him to help him out anymore. And he
Yeah.
said that he could possibly come down on Monday at like 3 o'clock and start if we wanted to, if that helps out better. But he needs to know by at least tomorrow so that we can figure that out.
Right.
So,
So, yeah, in my discussion with him, these were the dates that kind of popped up first in his list. And so I told him yes, because we get much further down the road, we're gonna be in wheat harvest and everything else
Right.
just gets busier.
well, our
So,
contract's out the 30th, he said.
yeah, and so they're just,
So it makes sense to me.
the quicker we could get on it, we could get on it, and, you know, whoever can, whoever can't. I mean, it just seems like, if we don't pick a day, everybody evaporates.
You said 16, 17?
So the 17th is a Tuesday. That's the first full day. Toby did mention, hey, I think I can show up a little early if that helps or if it hurts. And so we just need to discuss that. If it helps anybody that shows up Monday afternoon, great. If it doesn't, we'll just stick with Tuesday and Wednesday until it's done. I really think that a big day and it's virtually knocked out.
Yeah, I don't think, I
The
mean,
things that he's going to allow moved, you know, he's gonna be there saying, yep, we can do this, no, we can't do that. And one big day of that, I think it's over.
yeah, he,
Sure.
like you said, a few hours. He didn't even think it would be that, maybe 8 hours, maybe even that. Just knock it out real quick.
Does that suit you?
Yeah,
think
yeah,
pretty
we'll be cutting on the 20th.
But he's done, but he's doing, he's got
Right.
20 of these to do.
We'll be
this
cutting
month.
on the 20th, so, and the deadline, June 30th, is knocking on our door, which, will they give us an extension?
Right, that's not, yeah.
Into
Uh,
July,
I don't
it was
know.
so hot.
I just want to
Oh,
make sure we
yeah,
have
it's gonna-
manpower for the city to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Because like I told Nicole, we've got to make sure that if we do want to hire somebody, even for one day, it might be worth our benefit to throw an ad in the paper on a Monday and say, hey, or even whatever day it is that they could put them in, or a flyer on Facebook, hey, we're hiring for this day only, you're temporary, we need your help for 8 hours. Because he said we could do that, and then that's $30 worth of pay they're going to pay off of the in-kind, but we're only paying them maybe $13 an hour for whatever the starting wage is for what we've had through city.
True.
So I feel like there's more that we need to kind of discuss on that part. It probably should be on here on our old business, but just was thinking, crap, it's coming upon us, you know, it's Tuesday, so
So do you want me to put an ad in the paper?
we have to discuss that, see if that's what all three of us come up with. I mean, I don't know how much manpower you guys think you're gonna need, because it's just Shane, and then we have to see if
So
Kevin and
we-
Valerie will help.
Yeah, we can ask Kevin and Valerie. It'll be me, Shane.
I can stand and watch.
Because they have to be
Where's your-
employees.
You
or
can run- you can run a school.
I'll give advice
I
on what I
can hand
think
out
you should be doing.
You have a job. I can hand out waters. I will make sure they're cold.
I'll just tell
I
her
got
yeah,
your
they
back,
should-
Brian.
It sucks because we can't have
No, we
volunteers.
just need,
So it's like we have to hire
like, we
everybody.
need like 3 people with muscles. If we
Yeah.
get too many people there, then that can go the other
Yeah,
direction.
you got a whole lot of.
Chief.
So maybe, yeah.
Well, there's only
No,
one chief, and that's him. He made
No,
that very
you,
clear.
everybody will wanna save
direct
this piece
everybody.
of wood, and everybody will wanna save this piece of wood, it'll be a garage sale. No,
Oh,
we just
no.
need to have,
Can't even do
I
that.
wonder if
4 good
Kevin
men,
and Valerie's son
5.
can help too.
Did we hire him?
5 people maybe, if we don't wanna get 4
Why
people.
not? You know, he's young and
Yeah.
Yeah, I can run a skid steer. No, I
He
can.
said as long as we have
No,
a piece of
I can-
equipment to put in that stuff.
Seriously, I
you know.
can. I was joking about having your backside.
No, but we got the flatbed pickup, we got the skid loader. I don't even know if we're gonna need the tractor out there, but we can have some, I think we have enough with what she's just discovered with Valerie's son. We hire him for the day. I think we got enough.
I think Brian Harp, he's a lot of muscle. I think Brian would,
We can ask,
we can ask Brian.
we can ask. But again, you know,
It's
remember.
paid, they're getting
Yeah, I
paid,
mean-
so it's not like they're.
Remember
having
what Toby said. It's not gonna be he's gonna pick and choose what can and
Oh, yeah.
cannot leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's things that will stay behind. It isn't like we're gonna start at one end and clean it all up. He's gonna pick and choose what we can do.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go
I
through
think
and
we
mark
got it
everything.
fulfilled.
We'll go through and mark everything first.
Toby picks or?
Toby picks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay.
Toby Kuhn.
Oh, good
So-
for Toby.
Again, I just think we can knock it out. I think we got enough.
I would
Bring up a
like to
good
see him
point.
come down Monday, or if he could.
You wanna start Monday afternoon?
Yeah,
Okay.
Finish Tuesday?
I mean, maybe,
Might knock it all out Monday.
nah. That's really optimistic.
Yeah, I think we better have 2 days.
Well,
Okay.
it's the 17th and the 18th, those are 2 days. You gotta get-
Maybe if you'd start on Monday though.
Yeah, he
maybe
said
it
he
would be
could come
the
down Monday at 3 o'clock,
Do some recon.
if he needed to, he said, because he'll be in the area. He said he's packing for 5 days.
Well,
That's
why don't
nice
we go
because
ahead?
then it's cooler in the afternoon, in
And I
the
can
evening
call him,
time, the
I can
sun's
call
going
him,
down.
you can
You
call him, but let's go ahead and get him on schedule for Monday afternoon, whenever he can get here to,
That's the 16th.
that would be the 16th. And between Monday afternoon and Tuesday, I think we can probably knock
Oh,
it
yeah,
out.
sure.
We're on his schedule for the 18th, I just don't see the need it. I'll be glad to call him back and get that on his list. Okay?
I just messaged Kevin and Valerie, but they haven't messaged me back yet. But
Okay.
I'm sure they will.
So then do we need to just ask Kevin and Valerie's son?
Yeah, I just asked them if he would be willing to help too. I mean, the only thing that I see a problem with is the wedding that was the previous weekend. But
Yeah, that's the only thing, don't
is
know.
that, I don't know if they'll be able to, because it's we're scheduling the library meeting a week later because of their wedding and stuff,
What, the
so.
wedding's gonna be over? What's the problem?
Right, we should be on the honeymoon,
The
right?
wedding's Saturday, what's the problem?
Mom and Dad aren't going on a honeymoon, are they?
I hope not. That's weird.
No, but anyway, let's just go down that road and,
Okay.
does that suit you?
Yeah, no, that's fine with me.
Okay.
I'm okay with 17th and 18th. I just was asking him because I felt like when I talked to Nicole today, she was like, well, I didn't even know anything's going on. I was like, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is what I'm been told.
I mean, he told us it'd be a couple of weeks for the paperwork.
Yeah.
I was figuring the first week of June.
I figured the first week of June, 1st of June, to come and start.
No, that was the first time he could get here.
Sorry, next thing I guess I was going to ask about. So, the hoofed animals in town, I always was told we have an ordinance for hoofed animals. So, somebody called me and asked me if there's a cow in the guy's backyard. So I just said, hey, I'll reach out to the guy and tell him, hey, you can't have a cow in your backyard. Just thought I was helping, right? Apparently not, because Nicole can't find her ordinance for
I
hoofed
have-
animals.
and I have
John Zeller
searched.
says it's in with the sewer. So, according to this lovely code book here, that does not tell us anything, there's nothing in here for hoofed animals. I'm not quite sure.
Over a sewer district.
Yeah, over a sewer district. Like, there's something about hoofed animals, but it also contradicts itself. It says you can have fowl, but then it says you can't. So it contradicts itself, but then it says you can have chickens. So I'm kind of like, all right. So I went through this. I sent Tyler Burke the message showing him the code thing. He said thank you for giving him the ordinances and whatnot. But he said he was going to talk to you about it because he didn't see no reason why he couldn't have a cow. And I even said to him, I said, look, I'm
Baby
just
calf.
baby calf, yeah. But he told me it's
It's a
not the
little
first one there, and it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
baby
last
calves.
one going to be there. Which tells me that whether we got an ordinance or not, he's choosing not to abide by it, which, whatever, like I told him, I said, look, back in the day when I was a kid, we had Lane Morgan, he had a pen up in his backyard, and he brought his baby calves home to make sure they're inoculated and taken care of, so I understand. But I also can't sit here and watch you have a hoofed animal right on Main Street when I've got people telling me that the people over here at the house up where Kevin Webster lived had goats. So I went and I told both of them they can't have hoofed animals. These people decided to get rid of their goats the same day. Up here, when there was chickens up here with Shirley's problem, I went and talked to them so they could get their chickens squared away, which was fine. Then over here, they had the same place with the chickens, they had goats. Well, when I talked to them, they got rid of their goats within the same time. I'm sorry, but I don't see the difference between the baby cow and the goats. If you can't have a hoofed animal inside, you can't. So we need to figure out if there's an ordinance or what's going on and somehow figure out this code book, because to me, this doesn't even do our form of government. It doesn't do anything, and I'm sorry that I even approved anything on this code of ordinances, because it doesn't help our city much what's stated in this book, especially if you're going to reference, because it tells you, go reference to Rush County zoning board, and then it gives you a book and a chapter number. It doesn't really help you with anything, and I was going through it like, okay, I know we've got ordinance here for hoofed animals. I've heard about it my whole life. That's why when my dad had the horses down on the football field, he was able to have them because there's no sewer district. And John Zeller was the one on here that said, well, you can't have hoofed animals. So I thought there was, but
I called
like
John
I said, I
Zeller
understand if
and-
it's a week or two and you're just trying to get your cow back to health and whatnot, but he made it sound to me like this didn't pertain to him. And I think he thought he was going to lean more on the side of Brian because of the fact that he's a cattleman. And I'm glad they share a passion, but like I told him, I'm not being heartless. I'm just telling you what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I'm just making sure that you're aware. And I just told him, I'm just giving you a heads up. Before it even comes down the pipe, I'm just giving you a heads up. Hey, bud, you might want to do something with your calf, because people are calling me saying, hey, did you know there's a calf on the highway when you come through on the road? And I'm going, okay. I didn't know that, no. So I asked him about that, but you might hear about that. So that's what I found out. But there's no ordinance that we can figure out, which I thought Nicole and I read one a long time ago when we were going through them. But they still
I've
should
heard of
be.
one, but I don't know.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what John said. He said it was one of those old ones, but he said, I know it was there. Well, I looked back to 1917 and I did not find it anywhere. I mean, I opened that big safe and looked in there and I could not find anything.
So of course, I sent him this, but it kind of backed me up a little bit because it says livestock in there, and it includes livestock underneath for goats and cattle. But that's just says how far you can have them. And like
Yeah, we
Nicole
did,
found one
yeah, we
300
found one.
feet.
You can't have one 300 feet away. You have to have
From a
at least
residence.
300 feet away from a residence. That's the only ordinance that I found. That it has to be situated 300 feet from all residents. So, but, I mean, that's
And then we thought maybe it's a
it.
KVHE thing, maybe it's, something for sewer, so, I don't know, I'm gonna ask the league and see if they can tell me, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the KVHE either.
Well, and I know when we had this problem the last time, we consulted our attorney and we also consulted the league, and they said something about hoofed animals, they didn't give me no ordinance, she just told me on the phone. So I'm gonna ask her again, and this time I wanna copy the ordinance on you. But, other thing I guess I had was administrative ordinances. I wanted to know, I guess I could leave that one alone because that kind of goes along with your motor violations. And then the only thing otherwise is, I haven't got to go out and look at it, and I'm going to go look at it. But my mom said that she wants to know if Uncle John's headstone got hit by the mower because I guess the bottom's all scraped up on the granite and stuff. And Jason was asking about it, so I'm just Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mac? Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't
so I'm just. I don't know if it was it was after when they laid the stone for Dad, so I don't know. But I thought I would bring it up and bring it to your attention. I'm gonna go out and look and see what the heck they're talking about, but that's just what Jason told me, so I told him I'd tell you.
I think that was hit last year.
He said it wasn't like that Memorial Day.
Really?
That's what he told me. I don't know.
On this Memorial Day that just happened?
Yeah, when he went to put flowers up.
You're saying the hoofed animals is just on the city part here, where the sewer is?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter out here in the country, which the city has, they got that designed as the whole section is
Yeah, you can have them wherever the city, there's no sewer.
sewer. Okay.
That's why I'm wondering if it's just a sewer ordinance, Chris, because,
I looked on KVHE, I couldn't find anything.
or if it's an
Yeah, I
ordinance.
wouldn't know why the
Which I've seen my horse down at the
run,
deal break a water pipe before.
there's no water, well, there's no runoff, huge runoff, where it could get into the sewer system.
Right, I mean, I don't no idea.
And I don't know the reasoning.
Yeah,
Except
and-
for that maybe they break lines. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, there's no sewer lines in there, besides the private one, if there's a standoff pipe. Yeah, that's it.
Because one year the horses were down at the football field and Dad had the hydrant, and our horse I was getting up on top of it, and she kicked back and she kicked that hydrant and it bust water everywhere. But that was
Yeah.
just water, that wasn't sewer. So I'm sure her stomping and that could have done something with the sewer, but I think that was the question. And then Nicole and I were talking, I don't know, I just told her I wanted a copy of the attorney fees,
Oh, I
just
got it.
because she said that she's kind of doing dictation for our attorney and showing him things, and she doesn't feel that he's, you know, giving us the best for our fees. So my concern is our previous attorney was charging us for whatever he spoke to us. If he spoke to us for 15 minutes, he charged us for 15 minutes. If he didn't charge us for an hour, he didn't charge us for an hour. And the other thing is he didn't normally talk to constituents and then charge us for it either. So I just would like to review it and see what all we're really being charged for actual help we're getting, because I don't know how much she's
We haven't.
talking with him and getting
Yeah,
help
we haven't,
on some things.
we haven't used him hardly at all this year, but maybe twice. I think we've had 2 bills from him, and that's it.
Looks like he's breaking it down by the minute.
What's with client? Just says with mayor, this just says with client.
I don't know. I
Just
wouldn't
says
say
with clerk.
exactly.
So you would think you would put commissioner or whatever. I wanna know what client means.
Well, I could probably tell you if you read the whole thing.
It just says review contracts and call with client.
Oh, he called me after he reviewed the Liberton KDHE contract.
Okay. And that's the one that you had to explain to him where
That
things
was
were at?
that was the next call, the call with city clerk, the last one on there. That was what that was, when he didn't see, or when I told him about the fact we couldn't go after Dave for we couldn't like do a tax set off or whatever, because we couldn't go after him for expenses. That was what that last phone call was,
Okay.
because he didn't see it in the contract, and I knew I read it, and so I had to show him.
Okay. Well, that was my question, because to my knowledge, we don't even have a contract with him, so. I don't really know why we're paying somebody we don't have a contract with. That's just my question.
I think we retained him as the city attorney.
We did not. We didn't even vote this year. It's after time to vote. That was in January or February. So I think that's all I've got. I'll ask you more, or talk to you more about the administrative ordinances on violations.
Mr. Betts?
The golf course purchased a portable fuel tank, fuel cell. It looks like a nice unit, comes with a pump. It's got a float on it and a fuel cap, vented fuel cap, and a hose. It's a hand crank, but it looks like it will pump enough fuel to fill a lawnmower, you know.
For diesel?
There's a 40, you can put the yellow one, you can get them different colors. Maybe a yellow for diesel or a red, or as long as it's marked. It doesn't matter, but this is a 40 gallon and this is the 35. There's not very much difference in price. So for $500 you can get 2 of them. 40 gallons of diesel is 280 pounds plus the weight of this. You can Armstrong it, roll it up on a trailer, tie it to your tailgate, and go get fuel. It's portable. Now this one has a ground cable. I didn't see a ground cable on here. I suppose for static electricity, but that wouldn't be hard to put a ground cable in the shop down there. Drive in a ground cable. I'm guessing that's what that's for. There's no electric. This is manual. Hand pump. I think the 40 gallon would probably be the ticket. This is 35 gallons. It's up to you. 200. It's 40 pounds difference, but usually we'll send somebody with muscle to go get the fuel. You know.
Yeah, I went and looked at at what they bought, and it is a slick little.
Yeah, it's a nice
Looks like a
little,
nice build.
yeah, it's,
Because it's got 4 wheels on it, you can move
Well,
it anywhere you
me too.
want to.
yeah, like on a cement floor.
And
Or
then
tip
those-
it back and roll it
You can tip it
without,
back and roll it if it's empty, but
like a refrigerator
otherwise-
cart.
Oh,
And the front wheels locks, I mean.
kind of like a dolly.
It is just like a dolly.
I didn't look and see if, the 40, as long as it's marked, it doesn't matter what
I think
color
we
it
get
is.
2 different colors.
Yeah, as long as
One's
it's
gas,
marked.
one's diesel. We have it
I
down at
didn't
the
call
shop.
in and see if we can get the yellow one in a 40. I'm sure you can. A 35 and 40.
Well, even if it's blue.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Get
That
it
blue's
As long as it's
water,
40 as
but,
long as it's 40 gallons, we don't care.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that something that'd help you out, Shane?
Oh, yeah.
35 or 40?
I mean, if we
I
filled
think
it
we could
in
do
the,
the 40
in the
based
summertime,
on-
in the summertime, if we filled it once a month,
Doesn't matter.
I don't know what is gas now?
Depends where you go.
275 to 280.
280, okay. And then diesel 3, 4? I haven't checked the
Let's
prices.
see, it was 253.
I don't pay
I
attention, I have
guess.
to have it, so I just buy it.
So,
Graces and 43.
it'll take,
But with the gas station closing, I mean, it really puts you, first when diesel went away, that puts you in a bind, and then now
Well,
you
it
got.
put shade in it, but not really,
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
didn't
but,
affect
you
me.
know,
well, in the
Oh.
summertime, every other week we'd be filling it, but in the wintertime,
Yeah.
leave it low.
You know, this hand crank pumps real quick, I guess.
Yeah, it does.
Within-
It's not one of those ones you gotta like this.
No, it's a circular.
It's a
Oh,
circular one,
nice.
so you
Doing
keep
that.
flowing, yeah.
So it
Yeah, those
fills
are-
those motors up pretty fast at the country club. They told me it's just,
Pretty slick, huh?
You gotta stay
within a
with,
minute, you're done.
in their what, 10-gallon tanks on it?
6 to
6 to 10?
And we could store it in the building so like nobody would steal
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah, and,
It's all big
Does
I
it
don't
have a
know.
locking mechanism?
I don't know if it has a lock on the crank or
I
not.
don't think it does. I think it just would be in our building, so it.
Right.
We could maybe make a little chain to go around it.
Yeah, if it was inside the building.
I don't think you
could
have
see
to worry about it.
Yeah.
That would
You
just,
have to handle it with like a
I think.
gun
it-
lock or something.
I like this.
I like
I
it.
looked at it, it's just very practical.
What fund should I take it out of? Like the cemetery fund or
The general fund? Because it's gonna be
the
used
general
for-
fund? I could do the general
You could do
fund, I
half and
could do
half.
everything, you know,
Just
but
do half and half.
I just need to know, like which
Yeah,
fund.
let's do one out of general and one out of cemetery.
Okay,
Because,
They're the same price.
probably the diesel one we'll do out of the general, okay.
That's $110 to fill it.
Well, here's a silly question, but is this something you can, if you could lock it, let's say, is this something you can fill and put something in, or even a smaller, I don't have to make smaller ones, but is this something that they can lock up at the cemetery if they were to need gas while they're out there and they were running low and didn't have enough fuel? Is that something that they can put in the building if they wanted to? Because we have new locks and
Yeah, we
changed
need
all the
to
locks,
get
so
the,
we
we
could
need to get the
utilize
window
and put
fixed
a-
out there, but other than that, yeah.
the answer would be yes.
And they've got keys to that building out
Yeah,
there.
we've got keys to the building, that's what we're trying to utilize it while, you know, so
Yeah.
just let it sit there, it's not
It's
doing
got-
anything.
Yeah,
Sure
it could
isn't
be, and then, yeah,
Yeah, I just need to get the window fixed out there, but that, I
I
need to
got
do
some
anyway.
plexiglass. Is it one of those little ones or?
it's a little square one, you know,
The wind must
10 by 10 or 12 by 12.
Yeah, they could take it with them if they needed to.
Oh, yeah, you said you can load up in the pickup too, I forgot.
Yeah.
During
run
the-
a trailer or whatever.
During the
but
busy
It
season, yeah.
would probably still be, it needs probably to be parked over in the,
Yeah, yeah.
in the city building. But yeah, that's something you could take with you, so you wouldn't be
Mhm.
shoveling gas cans around.
Yeah, well, because that was our ultimate goal at one point in time, was to, if we had, I think at one time they allocated money for the cemetery for some new mowers, and so that was kind of our thing, where we could lock up whatever we needed to out the cemetery we needed to, you know, that way they wouldn't have to haul it back and forth all the time. But future reference, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
The skid steer's diesel and the John Deere is diesel.
Right, so we need both.
Well, I'd make a motion to buy, if you can get both in a 40-gallon, I'd make a motion to buy.
Yeah, I didn't just research them both, but.
Second?
Second.
All right, we got a motion and a second to buy two.
Can I buy one for my house?
No, not with our funds. To buy two 40-gallon fuel tanks, one for gas, one for diesel. All in favor, say aye.
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 With the caveat, we hope they come in 40 for the gas.
Can I have those papers though, so I can make sure?
Yeah,
Sure.
Might have to buy the 35 for gas, but they come in 40.
I just need to know what to, like, look for.
yeah. I think 40 gallon, both of them 40 would be great.
More gas is better than less.
Yes, so if we can always mark them red if,
Right, and yeah, I can
or
get stickers on them
diesel,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Get white letters and we'll put diesel on them. If they're red, they'd probably both come in,
I'll figure it out. I'm good at shopping.
yeah,
You got
shopping,
cricket.
shop.
Good shopping. Shane?
Shop
Hunger
there,
Steals.
steals and deals.
All right. Anything else?
Did you want Shane to preach? Did you want? Did he don't have anything?
That was one of my problems. I gotta get a fuel pump for that flatbed. I think gonna go with an electric one,
Okay.
It's probably about $30. They're,
25.
yeah, those parts are really cheap.
Other than that, we should be ready for the cleanup.
That sign I put in the city pickup, or in the city pickup, there's a sign in
All
there.
right, no trucks.
No trucks. It was in Kathy and Ron's garage over here, and they cleaned their garage, and it ended up being a spare, an extra.
I was wondering where that came from.
Yeah, I was gonna just send you a text that I broke into your city pickup and put the sign back in there. I didn't steal anything else. Wasn't no cigarettes in there or nothing.
Had state inspection for the water system. He didn't have any complaints. I haven't got a report back from him yet, but I don't think there was any problems.
I reported on that last meeting. You weren't here, so I
Oh,
did it for
well.
you.
That's all I had.
Okay, good.
I don't think I have anything really at all that I could think of.
Okay.
We got some properties that, do we need to send out letters?
That's what we got on the bottom here.
I asked her to put that on
Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, we got some that we need to remind that they need to mow. They,
Yeah, I'll send them the ordinance copies, but I just need to know who to send them to. On the termite contract, it's up again. They just want to get an obligation for us that we'll have them come inspect it every year. Then if it would get termites, then they come do it for free. We spent like almost $5,000 on getting it treated, so and that's why I had the check already done, because I would figure that's invaluable to keep that contract going. That's just what that's for, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because I don't want to, if there would be another infestation, you know,
Right.
so,
$50 is pretty cheap.
yeah.
there. So do we need to make a motion to do another contract for the year then?
You shouldn't have to, because it's not over $500. I just wanted to let you guys know that I was gonna redo that, and,
Well, I was just asking since we don't have contracts that go year to year, if we have to prove it every year.
right, but it's under $500, so we don't need a motion. And then the rain delay, it rained quite a bit, and so the metal and everything down at, what we had planned before, it really wasn't gonna work out, because you wouldn't know it right now, but it had rained quite a bit for days and days and days on end. And so, and I was busy with my daughter and everything, so with the city cleanup, I don't know what you guys wanted to do, if you still wanted to do it, with Dave's thing coming up now, and
We do it after his thing.
yeah, we're gonna have to do it.
Because I know there's people in town that are excited to get it done, try to move some stuff. I know Twyla's excited to get some stuff out of her place too.
I mean, Shane, he wasn't available, but now, because he was gone on the other side of the state, but now he's home to help with that, because he wasn't at the last meeting when we discussed all that too, so. But yeah, I mean, it rained so much, there was just no way that was gonna happen.
Right.
It's right out the after the rodeo.
There's just times.
I mean, it would just be nice to do it in September when it's cooler, you know, or not really September, but
Yeah,
by
September.
October, when it cools down a little bit even.
Fall cleanup instead of
And then there
spring.
won't be any risk of rain.
Well, it also depends, how you orchestrate it. If you orchestrate it like we did, if the commissioners are on harvest, it's not gonna matter at that point, because they're not necessarily involved in the cleanup really at all anyways, because you just put the dumpsters out and you have the metal down there.
Yeah, self-fill.
And it's,
Yeah.
you've already got, Shane said he'd do the bushes if, you know, in the streets or whatever, and then everybody else can bring their metal or wherever they want. And did you get a hold of Eric Piper? You asked me for the metal guys. number.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't for me though.
Oh, okay,
That was for Shane.
okay. Because, he's gonna come down on Saturday and talk to me and figure out if there's, he's got a bunch of other stuff I guess to talk to me about too, but I can ask him if he's still able
He's
to-
still willing to do that?
Yeah, he's willing to do it, because he even told me he was willing to even put some of his own business into it, to help out, like as a donation, so.
I mean, I know with the rain, we couldn't have it when we were planning on it. Then we got the Liberton thing coming up, then we got the rodeo after that, and I don't want dumpsters in town like when the rodeo's here.
Well, no,
I would rather not have
Get
dumpsters.
cleaned up before the rodeo.
Yeah, that's really pushing it though.
On the fuel purchases, should we set up an account with Easy Mart?
Yeah, they
do
think that we
take
already
it-
have an account with them, but we don't. They told Valerie that we did, but I think that they're getting us confused with the golf course, so I do need to set up an account with them.
With, I don't know if Casey's will set up an
No,
account.
I'll just set it up with Easy Mart, or, yeah, Easy Mart.
Okay, so
Yeah, she already
if
thought we
you,
had
I didn't know
one.
if you wanted to send a blank check with them to get fuel or.
No, I just have to give them a PIN number, and then they'll charge it and then they'll bill us. That's
Okay.
what they do.
Okay. I think that'd be the easiest accounting.
They said just, I need to pick my PIN number, and so I need to call them and get that, and then they'll just bill us after that, so,
Okay, they'll bill you direct and then you can pay it monthly?
yeah.
Okay.
I can't though.
Huh?
No, but I can though.
Yes. On fuel?
No, the treasury job.
Oh, well, yeah,
She
treasure.
has over
Yeah,
checks. She won't be able to
yeah,
do, but I can.
yeah, yeah. Well, they'll be here in a few days. When you order them, it won't be long and we'll be needing to fill them. I have a trailer, little golf cart trailer too. You can tie that to the back tailgate so it doesn't tip.
Okay,
Um,
because it's not going on my car. I
No,
know that.
no, I got a little trailer. I think Kevin Anderson's got a little trailer that he can use to run over and get fuel. And
Good, because I mean, we've been using our cars to do the diesel at least, and that is not good. To put
yeah,
that in trunk.
I know it.
I don't think he's ever used my car, but I know it's his car.
Does Home Oil,
I-
do they do a delivery service on any of that, like they do their propane?
Yeah, but
At
it's
an
bigger.
S?
Bigger cost?
Yeah, I
Oh, no, I just know.
Well, I
that-
think
just know that
they'll
they're
do like
cheapest on the
500.
gas I've seen.
They'll do like 500 gallons.
What if,
They'll
yeah,
do
they
like
won't
40
do that. Little
gallon,
amount.
500. If we had a 500 tank or something, they would probably.
Like contract out 500 gallons like they did for the post office. Like when I worked at the post office, they contract out, I think I contract like 2,500 gallons, and then every time they'd fill.
Yeah, I don't think we would use
set at
enough
a
for that
price.
to be.
Oh,
worth it
that
for
yeah,
them.
on the contract price wise, yes.
Yeah.
But for delivery service, you got to have 500 or more.
Probably a week.
Bazine Co-op does it too. Bazine has a bulk truck.
I just didn't know if it was along anybody's route.
Rush Center? Does Rush Center have a bulk?
Having no
The co-op
idea.
has, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
bulk.
100%.
Well, they have bulk. Yeah, Rush Center has bulk, don't they? Co-op?
Yeah.
I know they got propane bulk.
I just wouldn't think that we would use enough to make it worth it for them to come out of their way, because theirs isn't, McCracken's not on the way to anybody.
Well,
It's on the way to Brownhill.
the way we've been going, probably 40 gallon of gas a month is pretty easy to use. 40 gallon. I don't know how much Kevin is.
They've been mowing quite a bit, but I'm not complaining because it looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, we just got some that they cleaned up the yard over here, but they didn't mow. This yard right here by Lance's,
Oh, yeah?
they cleaned the yard up, but now it's 4 foot weeds in. It's going to take a bush hog.
Yeah, I agree that they're gonna need an ordinance mailed to them, like that would be one of them.
Yeah.
Well, let's get through the old business here. Budget,
That was just, and now that I have her help, it'll be so much easier, because
so when is the?
I forgot the That's not till July, but I forgot the folder with the old 2025 budget that we did last year. I had it sitting in my house, but I did have it. My intentions were to bring it. I just didn't grab it, sorry. But with her help, it'll be easy now, and then we'll be able to get, maybe a week before that appointment, was it July 5th? Or, I know that you put it in your calendar. Maybe a week before that, we could have a work session, and then just decide if we wanted to do anything special, or,
Okay.
I don't know how that would. July 3rd. July 3rd, okay, so maybe a week before July 3rd, I could call, and then we could do a work session.
On the budget?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What time is that, July 3rd?
1 o'clock?
1:30 to 2:30.
1:30, yeah, 2:30, I hope. Last year it wasn't like that. Last year I was there into the nighttime. But yeah, that's just what I had for the budget, just to keep that on everybody's mind that it is coming up.
It's supposed to be in KC on the 3rd. They put me at the wrong doctor, so I have to switch it anyways. It might work.
Thursday, July 3rd?
It's supposed to be just an hour long, and it probably will be more or less, because I'm sure we'll keep it pretty much the same as we did last year. I mean, it seemed to work okay, so.
Well, yeah, let's try to look at the calendar and see if there's a work session that we can squeeze in prior to that, while it's fresh on everybody's mind.
Okay. How about Friday the 27th of June?
How close do you want it?
That would be a week before.
July 1st is a Tuesday.
I mean, what day would be best for you guys?
Well, Harvest Festival, the 20th, you said.
Well,
These are all wild guesses.
Like the
we
20
should be done by July 4th.
Oh, really? So there's not gonna be possible then, huh?
Well,
You guys will harvest
usually,
between June 20th and July 4th? It takes that long?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Can you guarantee that we won't have any bad weather?
Yeah.
Can you
I
guarantee?
cannot.
Church on Sunday?
I cannot.
These are all factors we don't know. But
That's
let's
always
pick-
the window
let's-
I look at.
Let's pick, if we could do it the same week, it would probably be better
The same week.
as the July 3rd. If we could do
So
it,
about July 2nd?
if we could do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do July 2nd anywhere. I can't do it from 12 to 4, but anytime after that or before. I
You want
can.
to do a morning one?
That'd be all right.
July 2nd?
Yeah, I'm fine with morning if we are still.
Yeah, that's good planning. Right?
How about not morning, but how about 10 o'clock?
No, how
That's
about?
morning. That's morning.
You know, 6 to 6. Be
You
like
guys
the
want me in the morning that
firefighters.
early? That's on you. That's
12
on-
hours, 6 to
You
6.
get started, I'll see you.
That's on you guys, but I will be here, but
We're
I don't know if you
depending
guys will want
on
me
you.
to
We're
be.
leaning on you.
How about, I gotta work at noon at the library, so 9?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
8:30?
No.
2nd at 9 o'clock.
July 2nd, 9 o'clock.
I can see where I'm at. I might have therapy, but I don't know. Probably change it.
Do you make up like an outline of the?
I usually don't. I
No,
mean,
just they have it.
we
kinda-
know what we're gonna talk about, so.
They have last
yeah.
year's, right?
Huh?
They have last year's
Last year's what?
budget, so you can kind of go by.
Oh,
what
yeah,
they
yeah,
already
yeah, I
have,
just
right?
forgot it at home. I do have it though, yes.
Okay. You didn't make cupcakes for dessert?
No, I don't make cupcakes anymore.
All right, new business, mowing violations.
I just asked Nicole to put mowing violations on here just because,
Well, it's time. mean,
I just told her
here
with the-
Here we are in July.
Right.
Or June, and
just wanted
It's
to
time.
figure out what we needed to do for administrative ordinances so that we can actually serve people since we don't have a code enforcer. And see if we need to make a,
I just thought I would just send them the copy of our ordinance, and so that just remind them that there is an ordinance, and that probably will get people to act, I would think, and if it doesn't, then we could go from there. I mean,
I just wondered if anybody's pushing their 10 days or anything like that, if we have to enforce any of that. 'Cause-
we've never had to, and like, I mean, but it is the ordinance that says 10 days, you have,
Yeah, that's-
from the time you get that,
Yeah,
and
just
so-
send that with a letter of encouragement.
Yeah, and like, it helped with the taking down of property, so I wouldn't
If
see
you
why
say
it
too
wouldn't
much,
help
you
with the
hurt people's
mowing.
Right.
feelings.
Yeah, let's
You
just
know.
give a little nudge.
Yeah, that's what I was asking for.
And last year, we did the mowing, and we didn't get reimbursed for it, because,
Didn't go on tax rolls.
so this year, I mean, we could make it a little bit more formal, I'd
I
say,
think
but,
that's what we
Okay.
need to do.
and I'll just, I
Let's
mean,
start with,
how about we just have Shane like report them to me, like the ones he notices, because I don't go around town.
well, I think we could all do that.
Okay, just report them to me and I'll send out a notice. All right. And I don't have to do one a year, I don't have to do one each time, it only has to be done once every calendar year, so.
So on that, it will give them the 10-day to.
You know, honestly, I have to send out the consumer confidence report, I could always stick an ordinance in every single one of those bills, it would take maybe 3 or 4 extra pieces of paper on each.
Yeah, it'd
There
be
you
fine.
But then it would be everybody taken care of at once.
You see that amendment?
Would that be it, or no?
No, let's.
Okay,
let's
make it
target-
more
let's-
personal?
Let's
Okay.
target the
I gotcha.
offenders.
All right,
And be sure that they understand that there's a 10-day compliance period.
okay. I will do that, and I'll just, you guys can just text me whoever you see, or, you know, it doesn't have to be a phone call even,
Okay.
and I'll mail them out as soon as you let me know.
Go ahead and send me one, because I gotta know.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I got-
you,
I got-
my whole neighbor, my whole,
You can
our,
send
my
me one,
block
'cause I've
looks the
gotta
same.
mow down
Like me
for
and the
days, I just
neighbors'
can't remember
grass, we
till
both need to
15th.
mow.
Well, it rained all that, so I'm sure that there's a lot
Oh,
of,
it did. You know.
but yeah, that was what,
I gotta thank Kevin for mowing my lawn. I don't know if he realizes that's my lot or not.
probably he's mowed a lot of people's when they have,
You noticed that too? I looked over and I said, well, I didn't mow that. Kevin must have mowed that. I saw he mowed the ditches, which I was proud of that, because I won't mow those ditches, because I stopped mowing them, because I tipped over one day and I won't do it again, because that's how one of our cousins got killed, and I said, I'm not doing that. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
mow
a
the
deep
ditches.
ditch.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Kinda scary.
Yeah.
yeah, Kevin's done really good mowing, I mean, I have no complaints. I've had,
Everything
Complete
looks
opposite.
super nice.
I mean, the bill's a little bit higher than it was last year, but it's worth it because it's.
Well, it has rained
And
a
the
little
stickers,
more than-
yeah,
than it did
and, I mean,
last year.
just to control the
Yeah,
stickers
we might,
alone.
we might be
And he
blowing dust
also,
next month.
he did, I was gonna tell you, he did take initiative to go and get chemicals himself and spray the sidewalks. I don't know if anybody noticed the dye.
notice.
He did that.
In the rain.
And I really appreciate that. He didn't need to be like told or, you know, he just went ahead and did it and on his own. That was awesome.
I felt bad it rained on him. After he sprayed all that rain.
Well, it's supposed to rain it, isn't it?
You need a couple of hours for it to
Uh-oh.
absorb.
Well,
They waited 6 hours. They
I sprayed
get it-
my street, I sprayed the same.
And then it rained?
And then it rained. So
Look,
those are the two.
Oh,
I
God,
sprayed some
my
too,
street.
and then
It was
they-
raining as he was
He
going.
was
I'm like,
spraying
poor
in the
Kevin.
rain though.
Felt for him.
It'll just spread it out. When it rains, spreads it out a little bit.
As long
And
as it
worse-
doesn't kill Phyllis and Roy's bushes, we're good. That's happened in the past.
yeah.
He was careful. He was down low with his.
Golf cart and his sprayer.
It's when you have booms that are up high. That's when the wind drifts.
I noticed that he was
I
doing
would-
good today.
I spray all the cracks down low so that drift doesn't get wind. I sprayed your fire pit too. I sprayed that, so that's gonna turn brown.
All right.
So we
Thank you.
we weed eated it and sprayed the rock pile, and that's gonna get hauled off.
I guess I have one more thing to ask you, and I was
Okay.
gonna ask Brian here and Chris. We had got that mosquito sprayer to fog,
Mm-hmm.
and at the time that we got it, we were still able to get calibrated down in Garden City, and they would take and give you the training and all that right there and calibrate it. I don't know if that's something we could possibly look into to use, because we've already got it. And with malaria and all the fun things with mosquitoes bringing right now, it might not be a bad idea. I know that before Joe was worried about pesticide and that, but kind of over here thinking, I don't think you'll do it with trees either at this point. It might be something, because they're already bad as now, and
I
it's
don't go
not
outside in
even
the evening.
the way it is, but just didn't know if that's something to look into.
Well, one of the things we gotta keep in mind is somebody's gonna have to be licensed to,
Shane can literally go down and they do a weekend thing, they calibrate it and calibrate it for
But
free.
he's not a city man anymore, he's just wastewater.
Well, if he wants to be. Or,
I don't know.
just food for thought.
Okay.
We got it, I just didn't know.
Okay.
It came from the city of Offerley.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that last week.
You went to that last week?
No, I was looking at that sprayer that we got.
Oh, yeah, I mean, go sit on the porch in Great Bend, and after they sprayed Colorado, Diana, that's what I think she said. She goes, I wish you guys sprayed for mosquitoes out here. She goes, they're
Oh,
awful.
Colorado? No, they don't.
No, they sprayed where she was at.
Oh. Well, she probably lives in the upper.
Great Bend, it's
Colorado
nice
where
to
they
see.
can pour shit like that. Not my neighborhood. Us poor people, we just had citronella candles that don't really go that well. But we supply ourselves with all. Y'all go walking around stinking, it's fine.
Y'all smell the same.
Well, I
right?
thought maybe down for the rodeo.
I know the golf course, they use those like
They probably
little,
have your spray.
whatever they're called, what
Citronella.
those called?
They
throw
use
them in
the
like
fire truck
puddles.
down there at the golf
Those-
course, or at the rodeo
Oh.
grounds. They use the fire truck they mixed.
That's what they use, that's
Oh,
what
Diana?
Valerie told me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I think they used, William used the fire truck and sprayed all the grounds at the rodeo grounds and around the fence, all the grassy areas.
I know that whenever there's
Last year
standing puddles of
the-
water, that they throw
the
those
plane
little,
did it.
those wafers or
Oh,
whatever they
plane
are
did
in
it?
there.
Yeah, cause,
The Valerie and
Yeah,
Henry do that,
'cause
they'll
I
just
was
make
like,
sure that they won't get
Boom.
itty
holy
bitty.
crap, there's a plane in my backyard. I had to go out.
Oh, they had
I'm
a
like,
prop-
I'm
Oh.
waving at the pilot as he comes
Oh,
flipping
I
around, goes across. I'm
I
like,
didn't know they sprayed it by air.
I don't know if they did, but he did go back and forth.
There's a field over there by them.
Yeah, there's a field to the north of them. But
All right, anything else?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Chris, make a motion.
make a motion to adjourn. Is that what that word is down
Yeah.
at the bottom? Adjourn? It looks like order.
I'll second it.
No order.
All right, we got a motion and a second to
Orders.
adjourn. All in favor?
Say aye.
Aye,
Aye.
I don't know what
We're
time it is.
adjourned.
Except for
aye. That was 1 hour.
1 hour and 1 minute.